So this is my 2005 Honda Rincon 650, and today we're going to talk a little bit about how to replace the tensioner and a little bit of the symptoms that I was experiencing with this machine that leads me to think it's a tensioner. So I've got a video that I'll show here shortly of what it was doing real loud at startup, and it would kind of go away. But I also, on doing some research, figured out a tensioner is a main culprit and a weak point on these. So the first step that you're going to do is you're going to get this thing to TDC, and you can kind of do a safety way right here. You can put maybe a screwdriver and Allen key down the spark plug hole right here to kind of visually see what TDC is, just to verify. You don't have to take the top off the valve cover and everything like I did, but I just wanted to do that to kind of look at the top of the valves, push rods, see if there was anything out of place that was obvious. To replace the tensioner, you get it to TDC, so you can do it visually with putting something down the spark plug hole. But the proper way to do it is you take this cover off. It's a plastic cover over the top of this motor right here. Take off this view bolt right here, and you can see it's a little like an F with a bar. You can line that up right in the center of the hole. You can turn the motor over with the pull start right here. Do it slowly until that shows up right there. And what that does is it turns the cam down so there's no tension in the valves. And what that's going to do is basically make sure that you can maintain timing when you take the tensioner out, because if you don't have it at TDC, it can skip timing, and then when you put it back together, you have all sorts of different issues. So right here you can see I already took the old one out. It's just 2 bolts, pretty easy to get to, 2 8mm, and then this, where is it? I'll find it in a second, but I'll show you shortly in this next clip how to wind it back up and install it. So this is what a new tensioner looks like right here. It's got a new gasket on it. And if you see right in here, there's a flat head. What you're gonna do is rotate this clockwise until it retracts all the way and maintains kind of that shortened distance. When we install it, you're going to turn this clockwise. So after you install it, after you tighten up the 2 bolts, then you'll put a screwdriver in here, loosen that thing up to the left, so counterclockwise, and it'll snap out and release to maintain tension. So I will install this and kind of show you what that looks like here shortly. Okay, so I've got the new tensioner and gasket installed right here. I tightened up those 2 8mm, and now we need to release the tensioner to tighten up the tensioner chain. You want to take off this plastic piece. Unfortunately, this bolt is stripped out, so be lame. I'm gonna bend mine. Go under the exhaust right here. Turn to the left. So I got good news. I think it fixed it. So I haven't really put everything back together here, but covered up and completed all the motor, torqued everything down, put the gas tank right here. Now let's start it. Compare it to what it was before. Drop the parts. Sounds smooth. None of that crazy rattle at the beginning. Let's rev it a little bit, see if it's got that same sound we had earlier. Nothing.